What up, everyone? I'm back with another video, and this time I'm going to be breaking down Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 2. So I had a request. Someone asked me to do the first, or I broke down the first one, the controversial. Then someone asked me, could I do the second and third? So the next two videos, guys, are going to be this one, the second fight, and the third fight I will break down, give you a fight breakdown. And then I have a couple other fights that I just recently had that people are asking me to break down. And I'm also working on the Mayweather Madonna. I remember I did it a while back, but I did the first half, it went perfect. Second half kind of went bad, so I'm working on redoing that and getting that back up to you guys. So that's just a little heads up on what's going on. Sorry that I've taken so long with making more videos, just been busy with life and everything. So, but let's hop right into it and see how I break down on how everything goes between Fury and Wilder. All right, round number one. Tyson Fury standing his ground. Wilder's working that jab. Trying to work the jab to the body. See, Fury was feigning. He's trying to see what Wilder's looking for. You know, he tries his jab to the body. Remember in the first fight I said Wilder had a lot of success when he started jabbing to the body, but he didn't do it much often. You can see he's already trying it twice, and I think that'll help him out have a lot of success. And you can see Fury is pressuring and he's feinting a lot more, trying to force Wilder to fight on his back foot. Good left hook. And Fury working his jab. Deontay caught him because he stood there a little too long with that jab. Good right hand from Wilder. Back, good jab to the body. You can see Wilder's right off the gate looking for that right hand. I think he needs to work that jab more, set it up, especially jab to the body. Because like I said in the first fight, that was when he had the most success, is that jab to the body. You can see Fury's, once again, he's trying to put the pressure on. Feigning him, trying to keep Wilder off balance. Because Wilder needs to set his feet to set that right hand up. So him constantly fading, good left hook, right hand. Fury was throwing combination, but Wilder was blocking. But like I was saying, like he needs to plant his feet. So by him constantly feigning, he's having Wilder unsure, and he's not able to set his feet because he doesn't know if Fury's going to attack, or, you know, he's just setting him up for something. Good jab in between the guard. Fury's back to working that feint. And I think when Fury feints, Wilder should feint him back. Feint him or jab right away, like just 2-3 jabs, even a solid jab to the body just to throw off those feints. Because you can see right now, like Wilder doesn't know what's going to happen, whether he's feigning or what's he doing, so he's unsure. So that's why I think Wilder should be working the jabs every time Fury feints. You can see like the Wilder's pulling the jab and Fury was just catching it. Good right hand to the body. But I don't think Fury should cross his feet like that, walking backwards. Like he should stay in the stance and work that jab, or throw a hook going backwards. Stop Tyson Fury from coming forward. Good jab by Fury. That was a strong power jab. You can see when Wilder uses his feet slide back like that, it makes it hard for Fury. So when Wilder slides in his stance, slides back like he just did, you see how Fury's just reaching for him. But when he crosses his feet, it slows him down and makes it easier for for Fury to attack him. So Wilder can't cross his feet going backwards. He needs to slide back like that. And I would actually add a jab or a hook on top of that. So if I was in Wilder's corner, I would tell him this. And also I gave it a 10-9 Fury. I thought Fury was active. He landed more punches and the harder jabs, and a couple had a flurry with a combination. So that's what I would tell Wilder earlier. How just slide back, work your jab, hook, especially when he's feinting. Jab to the body, feint him back, throw off the feint. If I was in Fury's corner, I would tell him, keep doing what you're doing. The one big thing I would tell him is don't reach for your shots. Don't reach. You see how he went through and he's leaning forward. Don't ever reach, especially with a knockout artist like Wilder. All he needs is one mistake and he's going to capitalize. So I would tell him that, listen, If you don't feel like you can land that right hand, don't reach for it. It's okay. Step in with another hook or step in behind jabs. Don't reach. We're not going to try to knock him out right off the bat. We're not. Let's break him down little by little. Don't reach for the big shot. Just step with him every time. Step with him. Every time he punches and he goes backwards, step, step, step. That's all I would tell him. But keep throwing him off feints. Keep working the jab, head, body. Keep throwing him off balance. So let's hop in round number 2, see how that goes. Round number 2. Both guys start off in the middle of the ring. See Wilder trying to stay light on his feet, work his jab. I don't think he should be pulling back like that. I think he should be using his feet. That pullback, it doesn't leave you room to counter. Yeah, you may get out of the way of the punch, but you still don't have leverage on your punches to counter back. You can see they're both trying to hook each other's. Good. See, Wilder, when he does that, keep working the jab to the body, it stops Fury, especially when Fury's bouncing. If you notice, especially in the first fight, when Fury was bouncing a lot, anytime Wilder jab to the body, it stopped him. And that's what I think he needs to go back, is working that jab to the body like that. See how it's pushing Fury back? He needs to keep working that jab to the body. And Fury's trying to jump in with a lunging left hook. Fury needs to take that jab away. Good right hand. See, and that's what I was saying. Work the jab and set it up. Look, this is why Wilder needs to keep working that jab, especially to the body, because Fury's so focused on that to the body that it makes it easier for him to land the right hand up top. You can see Fury really wants to land that right hand. He keeps jumping in and lunging for that. And I think he just needs to take, when Wilder leans back just a little bit, take like a small step forward, and he'll catch him. Wilder should go back to that jab to the body. Just, like I said, not every jab has to be hard. Just pawing it, or just couple quick jabs like that. See, look at how he's having so much better success this round, just working that jab to the body. Fury's going back with his jab to the body. So, Wilder using his footwork, and that's what he needs to do, is just keep using the ring, using the whole ring like that. Good work in the jab. Good left hook. Fury caught Wilder coming in with a left hook. You can see Fury trying to lean on him, use his size to tire Wilder down a little bit. Wilder jumped in a little bit with that right hand. I think he should have just taken a smaller step and don't jump in so much with that. See, both guys trying to work their jabs. Good. See, Wilder feinted him and threw him off. And that's what I think Wilder needs to do, is feint a lot more and don't stay in one spot. Like, he needs to be moving his head and keep using his feet, because you see, like, he's been using his feet more. Good right hand from Fury. But he's been using his footwork more in this round, and has made Fury a little bit hesitant on throwing punches. You see, like, once Fury got in range and close, then he started punching. But when they fight at distance, you can see Wilder is landing punches like that, and Fury like reaching for his shots. But good flurry at the end. They got a little excited and kept punching after the bell. But what I was saying was, when Wilder's using his feet, you notice that Fury really doesn't attack. He'll jab, he'll try to feint, get closer. He wants to get just closer so he can land his punches. Like when Wilder was moving to the left, Fury stepped with him to the right, and they got in close. That's when he threw the left hook right hand. But you see, like, when it's distance and Wilder's moving, working that jab, especially to the body, you see Fury doesn't attack, and if he does punch, he's reaching for it. So, real quick, I thought that was a 10-9. I gave that to Wilder. So if I was in Wilder's corner, I'd be like, listen, that was a good round. We won it, but it's still not what we want it to be. You still need to be working the jab, using your footwork a little bit more, and feinting him. I would tell him, feint him a lot more. You work your jab and feint to set up that right hand. Don't look for it. There was 2 times, I believe, Wilder landed the right hand, and it was nice crisp right hand. But then there was another 2 that I remember towards the end of the round where he forced it. He was jumping in, loading up, trying to rip Wilder or Fury's head off. And I would tell him, like, listen, we know you got the power. We've dropped him twice in the first fight. We're gonna get him again. You're landing it. Just break him down. Keep touching him with the jab. Keep using your footwork. Anytime he reaches in, you jab or hit him with the check hook, get out. Don't let him just jump in his prize. I'm just like, keep using your feet. Keep the fight simple Keep it like that. Let him come to you. You work in that jab. And when you see that opening, shoot the right hand nice and straight. Don't load up on it. If I was in Fury's corner, I'd be like, listen, he's moving around. He's using the ring, okay? Cut the ring off. Cut the ring off and work your jab. Don't look for one jab. Look for your doubles, triple jabs, head, body. But more so, I would say look for that, because he's looking for the right hand. Fury's looking for that right hand a lot. I would say work a double jab, keep his hands here, and then come around with a overhand right or a right hook. Or you can jab, double that jab to the body, and then come with the overhand right. But I would tell him, don't try. I like that he's trying that left hook, right hand. I like that. I would say keep mixing that in, the jab, hook, or hook, right hand. But don't depend on that, because you can see, like, he'll jab, and then that's it. I'll be like, add to that, jab, hook, double that jab, then look for that overhand right or that straight right hand, either one, whatever's there. But I would like, you have to cut the ring off. You have to cut the ring off. So let's hop into round number 3 and see how that goes. Round number 3. So you can see Wilder moving back, Fury moving forward. Both guys are trying to work their jabs. And I think this jab is a key, definitely a key thing in this fight. See Wilder trying to bounce, stay light on his feet. Fury's a lot more jabbing, but he's like lunging in with his jab. I think Wilder should try to time him with a right hand. Ooh, good right hand. See, that's what I was talking about, that double jab. You see how I was talking about that last round, that double jab. Work that double jab, then shoot the right hand from Fury, because it'll throw Wilder off, because he knows he's looking for that left hook right hand. Just change it up. But what I was saying was Wilder needs to be trying to, like, when Fury see he's looking for that right hand, when he reaches in, try to work your left hook, that check left hook, catch him because he's trying to lunge in. But yeah, see how he did that? But he should have took a step back while he did that. So even though he missed, he would have still had some room to shoot that right hand or an uppercut, either one. Good feints from Fury. Fury is trying to use his body weight, push him down, make him exhausted. That's a smart move. You can see Wilder was trying to rush in with that right hand. And that's what I was saying earlier, though. Wilder can't do that. He can't rush in and throw that 1-2. He needs to set it up and have good space in between. Good jab. See, look at how that double jab. The first jab didn't land, but he slipped and shot the second jab. That's what I'm saying. Wilder needs to, or Fury needs to keep working his jab like that, up and down. Keep working that jab. See, because now it's making, even though that right hand didn't land clean, it's still making it easier where now he can set that right hand up better, and then he can start adding punches off that right hand. Good feint. Good. Good feint, and then he held Wilder right there in position to land that right hand. Wilder, you can tell Wilder's looking like he's getting a little tired now. That was a good left hook, right hand. It looked like it hit him on the ear, which technically that's legal on the side, but that's like one of the gray areas depending on where you hit. And he's going right back to it. He's going back to that left hook right hand. I think that was a slip. I would say, oh, you got 10 seconds in the round. Okay, so he's going to survive this round. You can tell Wilder's hurt. So I gave that round 10-8 for Fury, because he landed the knockdown, and even without the knockdown, he was winning the round. So, but you see what I was saying earlier in the last round? I was saying Fury had to work his double jab to set up. Look at how much better success he had with landing the double jab and shooting a right hand off of that. Even if it missed or it was just like it barely grazed, see, it was enough to get Wilder to fall asleep or get him like worried that, okay, and look, I don't know what's coming now. Guess what? He was so focused on that jab that Fury did the left hook right hand that he wanted, and it dropped him. See what I'm saying? That's why I was saying, like, Fury needed to mix it up. He couldn't just keep depending. He was too dependent early on, just that left hook right hand, left hook reaching right hand. Like, you just work that jab, up, down, double that jab, and set it up, and then he could hide that left hook right hand. So that's why I would tell Fury is like, good, you knocked him down, great. Don't get careless. He still can punch and everything, but it looks like he's getting tired. I would tell him, keep doing what you're doing, working the jab. All I would say is add the body shots now. Just 1 or 2 body shots here and there. Doesn't have to be non-stop body shots. It could be like just a jab to the body, double jab to the body. It could be a double jab up top, a right hand to the body. Just something. Slowly break Wilder down and take away the power from Wilder. So if I was in Wilder's corner, I would ask him, like, how are you? How you feeling? You know, and I'd have to see what he says. But I'd be like, listen, let's use this round to recover. So what I want you to do is hands up high, tight defense. Anytime he comes, let him come to you. Let him do all the work. He comes to you, you give him a hard jab or strong 1-2, and then you use your feet. Take small steps side to side to recover, get rid of the cobwebs, relax. Once you start feeling comfortable, if you're feeling better in that round, then you can start working your jab. And if he comes at you, left hook going back, that check left hook. He doesn't have to hop, just take that step. Hook and step back. And then if you're in range, let that right hand go. But I'll be like, let's keep this simple. Don't try to go in there and exchange. Don't go swinging for the fences. Keep it tight. Use your feet. Strong jab. 1-2 when he comes at you. So let's hop into round number 4 and see how that goes. Round number 4. Wilder's coming with a strong jab, but he can't leave that jab out long like that, because you see Wilder's trying to counter. Fury's trying to counter that. Like I said, I don't think Wilder should go after him. Let Fury come at you. You just use this round to recover. They were getting a little too aggressive inside, fighting, hitting on the bell when the referee was saying break. So that's why he's warning them. See, like this, don't reach for that jab. But see how he keeps stepping? That's what Wilder needs to do. Keep stepping, giving space, but jab. And don't aim for the head, chest and body. Don't lean back like that. That's what I was saying. Don't lean back. He needs to step, jab backwards, or hook. Throw that check hook. That was a slip. You can see that Fury wants to land that right hand, and that's when Wilder should take advantage. Just catch him with small shots. Just jab or a hook, or even a quick right hand just to catch him. Help him win this round, but make Fury hesitant to attack, because you see, he's just swinging right now. He's just wanting to go for the kill. That was a good body shot from Fury. And that's what I think Fury needs to do. Even if it's a little right hook here and there, just keep tapping him. You see that? He's looking for that left hook overhand right. Another thing I would have told Wilder, that's what I said, don't do. Don't load up on that, because he can see it. Just set it up. Quick shots. Don't even worry about the knockout. Just quick touching shots here and there. But I was going to say, I tell Wilder, when he throws that left hook, keep that left hand tight, because you know that overhand's coming, and just counter back with a right hand of your own or an uppercut. See, like that. Jab and just slide out like that. That's all Wilder's got to do this round. Can't fall asleep. And that's why I say that's not good for him to be walking back like that, because Fury can fight both stances. And you see, even though it was not dangerous, he switched and threw that jab. There's a lot of holding this round. But believe it or not, some people may think it will favor Wilder. Actually, no. See the situation like that? That favors Fury, because Fury's putting his body weight on him. And he's naturally heavy, so he's wearing him down. And holding like that, it takes a lot of energy to hold. So actually, this is favoring Fury. He tried with a left hook to trick him. It caught Fury off balance a little bit. Wilder should, when he was holding, he should have took a step around so he could be in the middle. See, right here, now he's in the middle of the ring. He could have stepped out and slide out instead of ending up here in the corner on the ropes. That right hand landed, but if you see, he's loading up. See, Fury can see that. Coming, because he's loading up. You can see him tense. That whole, he was leaning there. You could see he has that right hand cocked and ready to go, and that's not a good thing for talking about Wilder. He can't let him know, because even though that right hand did land it, but you see Fury was able to back up, keep distance, and take away a lot of that steam from it, compared to like if he would have just shot it quick, it would have caught Fury off guard. And the 2 times that he dropped, I'm talking about Wilder dropped Fury in the first fight, it was when Fury wasn't expecting it. So that's why I'm saying he can't load up. He just got to work his jab, and then let that right hand go. Even if it's not a hard one, just a quick one, stop him right now, because he has a lot of power. So just keep breaking him down little by little. I'm talking about Wilder for Fury. He can't be loading up. That round, I gave it 10-9 Fury. It wasn't like the most cleanest round. It wasn't the most dominant round or anything, but I thought Fury did enough. It was a lot of holding that round, but I thought Fury did enough to win because he was the aggressor. He was putting the pressure and he was landing the better shots. It wasn't like a big one. It was just, he did enough, I felt, like I said. But like I said, if I was in Wilder's corner, I would tell him, stop loading up on the right hand. Listen, and stop walking back. Anytime you walk back, you're getting in trouble. You're getting hit and you're landing on the rope. I would say step back and work that jab. Step back, throw that hook. Keep that distance. And I'm like, listen, when he starts throwing that left hook, he's coming with that overhand. Keep this hand locked. Block that. Come back with your own right hand. Or if he's in close, lift him up with that uppercut and finish with a hook and get out. I would say do not stay there. And don't stay with him for nothing. Don't stay inside. Don't let him hold you. Take small steps or circle him so you get back in the middle ring. Don't lay on the ropes. If I was in Fury's corner, I'd be like, listen, you're looking for that knockout. You're trying to make the knockout happen and you're forcing it. I would say, listen, just keep breaking him down. Small right hooks to the body. Work that jab, right hook here. You get inside, just tap him with the right hook. Keep hitting him with the right hook, left hook. Just keep breaking him down little by little. Like, it may not seem like right now those shots don't add up, but in a long fight, it's those little shots that will pay dividends in the later part of the round or later part of the fight. So once you start getting into the middle and late rounds, that's when you'll see those body shots take effect. And that's all I would tell them. Keep wearing them down. Work your jab and don't force it. Nothing. Keep working your jab. Set it up like how we did the 3rd round. Jab, left hook, double jab, left hook, overhand. Just mix them in. Jab to the body. Keep jabbing, left hook, overhand. Just change it up. Keep them guessing, and the knockout will come. Don't force it. Let's hop into round number 5 and see how that goes. Round number 5. See, I like how Wilder has that long jab. Oh, I didn't see how good flurry from Fury. Okay, so real quick, I was saying I liked how he had that arm out because that meant he was keeping distance. But the moment Fury came in, he should have popped that jab out, and that's where he went wrong. He just kept it out there, and Fury started punching around it, landing those overhand rights. If you're going to do a move like that, hold that hand out here, you got to be working that jab the moment they come in. So they're getting a little rough inside there, and finally the referee breaks it up. They were just getting a little rough. He was letting them fight. But you can see Wilder slowly breaking down. And that's what I was saying. Like, Fury, he shouldn't rush it. Just keep breaking them down little by little. Just keep working that jab. Working small body shots here and there and landing that right hand. Like, even there, like, you saw how he had that right hand here. He should do that left hook. He's looking too much. I'm talking about Fury. He's looking for too much for that right hand. Wilder, he should be away from those ropes. He should be moving to his left to get back in the middle of this ring. Not staying there. There's another knockdown. That seemed like, yes, the left hook to the body landed, but it seemed like more like a slip. But technically, he got hit going down, so it does count. It doesn't seem like it's more like a flash knockdown. But in a fight like this, and Wilder breaking down, this is giving Fury more confidence and is swinging on the scorecards his way. See, Wilder can't be. See how that's what I was saying. You can see he's getting tired. But I was gonna say, you saw him how he started staying grounded, like he was ready to throw a bomb. Like, I don't think he should be loading up because Fury knows it's coming. Fury knows it's coming. He needs to be working that jab. Let Fury get a false sense of security, then land that right hand that you want. But right now, Wilder's looking for one big Hail Mary right hand and is not landing because Fury sees it. He needs to hide it behind his jab, hide it behind some movement, and he can't stay on the ropes. He has to get away from the ropes. And Fury needs to work his jab. You see how he ducks? He landed that right hook to body, and that's what I was going to say. That's what he needs to do. And Wilder, this is why Wilder should not tie up with Fury, because you see how Fury was laying on him? He's putting his body weight on him, making him tired and exhausted. Even when they're up tall like this, he's leaning on him. He's making Wilder carry his weight, and this is more exhausting, like physically exhausting. He's taking a point deduction for hitting on the break. Okay, yeah, I did think that was late too. That when he caught him with that uppercut when the referee said break, so I understand and I agree with that. The point deduction. Like, see, that was smart that Fury kept feigning, because you see Wilder's looking for a big shot, but when he's close, he should look for that right hook. But when he's far away, throw a straight right hand to the body. I'm talking about Fury. So that was, you can see Wilder's getting tired. He's breaking down little by little. But I would say that's a 9-8 round for Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury had the knockdown, so it was been 10-8, but he lost the point, so it's 9-8. I would tell Wilder in his corner, I'd be like, listen, man, stop laying on the ropes. You can't lay on the ropes. Listen, you're tired. You're getting more tired because he's leaning on you. Even when you're up tall like this and what Fury's leaning on, that's him still putting his body weight. You still carrying that body weight, especially their heavyweights. They can weigh whatever they want. And, while Fury, I think, was 20 pounds bigger than him, so he's carrying the extra 20 pounds plus so let's just say Fury's 260. So you got to carry 260-pound man on you, laying on you, so you don't fall out the ring, or him putting his weight on you. I'm like, stop that. Listen, he gets inside. You take a step out, or you hold him, you turn him. You don't let him rest on you, or you punch in there. Short shots inside. You keep it tight, hands here. The moment he starts holding you, you start trying to fight out of it. Don't let him tie up with you. I was going to say, because he's trying to break you down by leaning his body weight on you, which is a smart tactic. You can't take that away. If I was in Fury's corner, I would tell him, like, listen, we're getting these knockdowns. We're breaking them down. He's slowly breaking. You can see that any minute he's ready to go. But we got to be smart. You can't be being reckless and jumping in for shots. I'll be like, listen, keep the fight simple. Work the jab. Double jabs. Head, body, double jab, hook, jab. And I'll say, stop looking, because there was that one time towards the end where Wilder was back here like this, and he just kept swinging with overhand rights. I'm talking about Fury. I'm like, stop that. The man's leaning back. What is he giving you? What is open? I'm like, throw your straight shots to the body, okay? And when you're far away, don't look for that right hook to the body. There was one time he threw a double jab and swung wildly and missed the right hook to the body. I'm like, listen, you're far away, straight right hand. Keep the fight simple. This fight can be real simple and easy, but by these little mistakes, you're making it that much harder. But let's hop into round number 6 and see how that goes. All right, round number 6. You can see Wilder going back. Fury's putting the pressure, feigning. And see, like, this is what I think Wilder needs to be doing. Just using his feet, small steps. He doesn't have to do nothing crazy. But don't just go back without punches. He needs to punch. See, that's smart. That's what I was saying Fury needed to do. You see how he ripped the shots to the body and then come over the top? That's what he needs to do. He can't just be trying to headhunt. Break the body. Joe Frazier said it the best. Break the body and the head will die. See, look. He's trying to look for that overhand right. Work, use your jab, attack the body. I would say that was a good try from Wilder trying to spin him out, but Fury turned him back around. So that was a good move on Fury's on recovering like that. Wilder, even like right here, he's just a quick jab to the body or a quick jab up top. Don't just sit there. Just literally quick jab. That's all he needs. Quick jab, stop him, and then, or a quick 1-2, and then slide out. Slide out. Fury should go back to feigning. Good try, but like I said, good overhand rights. But like I said, he missed that right hook. Why? Because Wilder was backing up. Straight right hand to the body. When they're in close like this, then throw all the right hooks you want to the body. See, Fury needs to... I mean, that was a good changeup. He was pawing with the jab and then threw that overhand. I was going to say, Wilder needs to keep that left hand tight, and so he can be ready to counter with his right hand or uppercut when Fury... Because anytime Fury throws that right hand, he leans in a little bit so he's open for that uppercut. Good try. Wilder's tried. He needs to bend his knees. You see how he's leaning forward? He needs to bend his knees so he can get the leverage he needs on that uppercut. And he can get more power too because he can generate from the legs. I think Fury's doing a good job, pushing on him, but he should be attacking that body more. He's looking too much. He's headhunting too much. See, like right there, good right hand from Wilder. but he's headhunting. He needs to attack that body. Wilder, if he's going to stay in this corner, he needs to bend his knees where he can weave. He can use his legs to generate some power and leverage on his shots. By him standing tall, leaning forward like that, that's actually helping Fury out. But not only that, he has no leverage on his punches, so he can't get the full power by leaning like that. See, good. See what I'm saying? That left hook and step out. That's what I was saying earlier. That's all Wilder needs to do. But he can't be leaning back like that, because you see, and guess what? Look, he's leaning on him, and Tyson Fury is a psycho. I'm sorry for that. He's licking another man's blood. Yeah, not my thing. Sorry, guys. He's a psycho. So that was a 10-9 Fury round. Honestly, at this point, truth be told, I would tell Wilder, I'd be concerned, but listen, Wilder, you got a family. You're losing bad on the scorecards, and you look like you're getting worse and worse after every round. I'm like, listen, you show me something in this next round, or we're going to pull the plug and everything. I know, trust me, as a fighter, you never want to hear that, but sometimes it's like you got to protect the fighter as a coach, protect them from their own selves, sorry. Don't know why that was so hard to say. You got to protect them from their own selves, and I would tell them, like, listen, Wilder, we can get a rematch. We got a rematch clause. We can get them another day, but you got to change something, or I'm pulling the plug. And be like, listen, you see, you caught him with one hook and pivot out nicely. That's all you got to do is keep that jab going, and it doesn't have to be nonstop jabs. You don't have to be just whenever you see it. He comes in range, boom, pop a jab. He reaches, hook, and pivot out. Just keep the fight simple. Make him slow down. That every time he gets reckless and wants to flurry, you catch him with one or two shots. Stop him from coming in. I'll be like, also, when you get on the ropes, don't stand tall. Don't lean back, because Fury's long too. So all he's gonna do is follow you. I say he's either gonna land a punch or he's gonna put his body weight on you. I say instead, bend your knees here, where if he comes on you, you can generate power from here, bending your knees and coming up, instead of leaning like this, trying to punch, doing this, where you can't generate as much power compared to if you're bending your knees and driving up with your legs. So that's what I would tell Wilder. If I was in Fury's corner, I'd be like, all right, good. You were working the body a little bit more, but I'm like, stop getting desperate. When you see him on the rope, stop headhunting. I'll be like, listen, attack him to the body. You know his hands are up here, high. Attack that body. Make the hands come down, and then go up top. Or if he keeps his hands up here, even when you're attacking the body, guess what? His hands are wide. Attack that body, then slide up with some uppercuts and straight shots down the middle. But don't just keep punching and reaching in where then you're laying on him. I'm like, yes, we're tiring him out by laying, but let's tire him out and get rid of him with punches. Not laying on him, punches. I'm like, stop trying to make this fight harder than it has to be. That's what I would tell Fury. But let's hop into round number 7 and see how that goes. Round number 7. They're waiting to get rid of those guys in the corner. While they're backing up, trying to pull with the jab. That lean back, Wilder, good left hook from Fury. That lean back is so bad for Wilder, because he can't get no leverage on his punches, and that's not a defense move. That's worse, because you're leaning back, you can't counter, you have no leverage on the shots. He needs to just step back. Fury, I would say Fury's feigning, stalking, but he needs to work his jab a little bit more and step to the right. You see Wilder keeps going to the left. He's just following him. He needs to step to the right, cut him off. And guess what? See how he just let him out? Wilder needs to pick up on this and get back in the middle of the ring. But what I was going to say is, Fury would step to the right. Guess what? He would be able to land that overhand right, or that straight right hand that he wants to land. But he's following him a little bit. Good jab to the body from Wilder. And see, this is all Wilder needs to do. Just keep moving, keep moving. Good flurry from Fury. But I was going to say, this was what Wilder needed to do. He just needs to move. Kill the clock. Catch your breath. Just work the jab and just keep moving. Keep using your footwork. Even if you lose the round, that's fine. As long as you're recovering and getting better with each round. I'm talking about conditioning-wise, like your stamina. Then we can try to catch up and go for the knockout. But he just needs to get his breath. You can see, I'm talking about Wilder, he's tired. So he just needs to keep moving. Don't just stand there like that. Don't stand there, because, see, when he stood there, guess what? This is what Fury had the confidence to attack and then it's the corner that stopped the fight. But you see what I'm saying? That's what I was talking about. You see how or Wilder was just moving just a little bit. He wasn't Ali or anything. He was just stepping. You see, Wilder or Fury wasn't punching much. That's what I was saying earlier. That's all he needed to do. Just keep stepping. The moment he attacked, throw a quick jab or throw a punch, something to make Wilder or Fury step back and not attack and everything. That's all he needed to do. But the moment he stood there, guess what? Fury knew. He was like, oh, now it's my time to attack. Boom, and then he started flurrying. See, that's what I was saying. Like, Wilder should not have stayed there. So, I know there was a big controversy after this with the gloves, but the biggest controversy was Wilder saying about his trainer and everything. I personally agree with his trainer. Like, Wilder was not looking good. He was actually getting worse as the rounds going by, and as a person, like as a trainer, sometimes you have but if you're a trainer, he builds a relationship with his fighters, especially if they've been together for long periods of time. And sometimes it's painful to see a fighter go through that. Like, trust me, I've had fighters over the years, and it's painful to see them going through bad situations. So it's like, to protect them, you don't want to see them, especially if you know they got a wife, children, and they got a future in themselves. You don't want to see them injured. So sometimes pulling the plug like that, throwing in the towel, is necessary. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown of the second fight. I'm working on the third fight. Someone asked me for the third fight, so I will be breaking down that third fight and giving it to you guys and letting you know my thoughts on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, stay tuned and like, subscribe, share with your friends. Until next time, guys, this is El Castigador. I'll see you next time.